Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Celestial Farm Girl here, and we're doing a reading on the waxing gibbous half moon in Gemini. Let me make sure I got that right. Yes, the waxing half gibbous moon in Gemini. There we go. And what is the waxing moon about? Well, it's about growth and checking up and taking detail about your plants and if they're growing the way you want them to, or your garden growing the way you want it to, or your family growing the way you want it to. It's about anything in your life that you love and have invested time and energy into, and it's growth from that. So, we're going to do a collective reading for everybody, and it began with this card right here, and we're going to talk about this for a minute. The Father, number 4, the Emperor. Okay, now this isn't number 4, this is number 2 card. The first card in this deck is the Mother, the second one is the Father, but as you can see, it resembles the sign of Gemini, right? So we have this half moon in the sign of Gemini, this half gibbous moon, which Gemini is the mischievous constellation, right? Or the mischievous astrological sign. It stands with the male and female there, and there's an angel over the top of them. And that resembles or is a part of being light and dark. So, when you're light and dark, you are a little mischievous. You bounce back and forth over the line sometimes, and maybe plant things that don't hit the row, right? That are out of sync with what you're sowing. So you might be planting seeds that are not really the seeds you want, or something like that. I don't know, but it is about coming together with the sun square the moon, and the moon square Neptune, where it's going to be about the mind and the mood, and you're going to feel it. There's a lot of feelings going to come out of this. Feelings are going to grow. Now, the Father, the trees, the air. I always, whenever I think of the trees, I think of the air. And we've got number 2 here, which, the 2 of Swords would make me think of decisions or options, or there's always choices. And, as a father, to make, I would say this is about making responsible choices. This is about taking responsibility for the seeds we sow, whether we're divine feminine or whether we're divine masculine. Because, like I said, the first one was divine feminine, card number 1. Card number 2 is the divine masculine. And Gemini is both masculine and feminine. And there's 2 different things on here as well, which reminds me of that. So we have both energies within us, and we want to use both to make good, healthy decisions for ourselves and for our family. The main thing that I read about the Father, and a lot I've been hearing, is forgiveness of self, because we're all trying to heal our wounds that have been generations and generations and generations long within the DNA. That is not an easy job. It comes with shame. It comes with embarrassment. It comes with hate for self, unfortunately. These are all energies that you go through when you're fighting your way through the dark, because darkness wants to hold you down. The easiest thing while you're trying to pop up out of the darkness is to use love, because love is water. Water yourself with love, self-love. Respect yourself enough to know that anything you did in the past If you'd have known better, you would have done better. Just because you know better now, don't mean you get to hold it against yourself when you didn't know better then. That's like whooping a child for doing something it didn't know not to do. Yeah, stop it. Stop it. Now I'm acting like a father. I'm asking you to look at yourself as though you were your own child. Like Gemini is childish, right? Your innermost child that is within you. Know in your heart that we do things in our life sometimes that we don't know better. Then we get the consequences or the karma or the aftermath of our decisions. And this is our lesson. And when we learn to do better, we're supposed to forgive ourselves for what we've done in the past and let that go. And if those thoughts come into our head, we want to ignore them. We want to tell them to go away because they're a liar. Because that's not who you are now. That person is dead, right? And you're being reborn and regrowing, waxing to a new being, a new creature that knows better. Here we go. We have 7, very spiritual. We have the sun, and we have Sagittarius, which goes with Aries, right? We've got Aries, Aries, passionate leadership energy that we're working with right now. And not just that, but we have these other energies. Let me look again, okay. Yeah, we've got this waxing half moon in Gemini, and it starts at 9/11, and the sun and the moon will be square, opposite of each other, and they're not quite seeing eye to eye, okay? And then we have another square between the moon and Neptune, which we'll be seeing eye to eye. So we got all these feelings that's going to be going on with all these deep spiritual planets, especially Aries, which is full of fire. So, express yourself responsibly, follow your passion, and love what you're doing. Okay, let's pull a few. Excuse me. Let's pull some charms for this waxing moon. I call upon the power of the Holy Spirit, asking the Mother, the creatures of the universe, and all of the cosmos to lead, guide us in this reading tonight, especially Mother Moon. Guide us and lead us. Guide us and lead us with your energy. Wow, I don't know what that is. Huh. Well, it almost looks like, lipstick. Maybe. Can anybody tell? That looks like lipstick, don't it? A tube of lipstick. Somebody out there might wear some ruby red lipstick. I don't know what else that could be. We probably got a lady out there, Aries lady, wears that red hot lipstick, man. A beauty. Ooh, red again. Wow. A lot of Aries fire energy and Sagittarius, right? Which is Chiron. Ooh, yeah, pink clouds. You guys are feeling pretty good out there. You're feeling all fluffy and lovey-dovey. Maybe, I don't know. Venus pulled through this morning. We got a heart sitting on top of a carrot. Are you guys dangling carrots in front of horses? Huh? Are you guys being a little tease out there with that lipstick and that carrot? I used to play WoW, and they had a part on there where they had a stick with a carrot on it, and they put it behind, in front of the horse, I think, and the horse would run faster to get to the carrot. So, a dangling carrot. Wow, yeah. Something dangling maybe in front of somebody that they want, or, they're trying to catch up to. And we got a red Aries quarter moon. Well, at this time we are at a half moon, and Aries and the moon did trine this morning, which means they came together in a harmonious union. So expressing feelings are going to be really easy for everyone today. So, keep it light, keep it full of love, keep your heart open, look for the best in everybody. And, share your joy, your outward feelings. They're going to want to come out, share them, share your emotions with each other, laugh, have fun. Allow this energy to help you to lighten up and have a good time, because that's what it's for. We're going to pull an animal card, and then we're going to start with We Moon deck. Ooh. Huh. This pot, I could not stop that. And I was told to take it. Quantum leap. Be open to major shifts and transformation in your life. Take the leap and venture into life unknown. You have potential to reach new heights of consciousness and transform your life. The potential to reach new consciousnesses and to reform your life. Just flow with your emotions, say what you need to say, have fun, do what you need to do, express yourself in the most vivid and articulate and authentic way, however it comes to you, especially to your family and your loved ones. Share, friends, share. Those you care about, share. I'm going to take this one, health. Listen to your body and soul and take responsibility for your well-being on all levels, physically, mentally, spiritually. You deserve a healthy and vibrant life. And then below that, we have the owl. Need we say more? This is a perfect time to practice expressing yourself. And for those of you who are, you're not sure you can do it or you feel embarrassed, practice in the mirror. Even talking to yourself, especially talking to yourself, and talk to yourself like you were your own best friend. And, you will get better and better and better at talking, because I used to have to talk to myself because I wasn't always an outgoing, extroverted kind of person. I've mostly been an introvert and only went extroverted when I went to the corner, I had to start talking to people. And that's when, my schooling, like I say, God has schooled me ever since I can remember, and the things that He's put me through have only been to my good, for my good. Yeah, I've never really been in what I felt like was life danger. Just situations that needed me to think quickly and fastly to get out of. And did I always make it out the first time? No. I found myself in situations that lasted years at a time that I didn't even know I should get out of. But, sometimes it's easier to be naive and ignorant, but really it's not, because it'll take you right straight to hell. Being ignorant and naive is not the way to go, because you'll waste your life. So be wide awake, be open to what's going on around you, and don't be afraid to honor and respect and love yourself with everything you do and with everything that goes on in your life. The Fool. Well, everybody knows the Fool's out for a new adventure. And today is a wonderful day to start. We're going to have these energies for a few days. So allow yourself to express yourself, allow it to flow, allow it to grow your emotions. because the more you use them, the more they grow. And the more they grow, the more you use them. And believe it or not, our emotions are what really make us happy, right? And sometimes, if we've been through a lot of pain, we may have to begin a healing journey. And that's what the Fool is all about. It's about cracking that egg of being naive. It's about cracking that egg of you know, not paying attention to things that are going on around you. It's finding yourself all of a sudden, you're throwing everything off and you're starting all over again. It is one of the best things a human being can do for themselves, is to allow themselves the freedom of learning things all over again, especially getting to know themselves, who you are, your best friend. And you need to know you. You need to know what you love. You need to know what you don't love. You need to know what's good for you. You need to know what's not good for you. You need to know how to handle stressful situations, because this makes you stronger. It gives you more spiritual willpower. When we avoid things, we grow weak. This land, this environment, if we allow ourselves to think about things and then yet at the same time never give up on anything that we love, we only get stronger and stronger and stronger. Stronger and stronger and stronger. Believe it, the simplest things can help you, such as playing games. It builds willpower, especially if you don't quit, if you don't get mad, if you don't back off, if you just keep going and saying, I will get this, I will get this, I will get this. Sooner or later, you start getting it. You start pushing through. You only get stronger and stronger and stronger every time you do something that you don't like to do. It's a chore, but you do it anyway, and you do it because you're going to be happy to do it because you said you do it, or it's a responsibility of yours. You don't want to be mad about it. You want to be grateful that you have this opportunity to do whatever you're doing, because you're gaining willpower strength by following through on what you're supposed to do, or committing to what you've committed to. This is Four of Water, riding the wave. Four of Water, riding the wave, right? And the wave, the energy wave, raising our vibration, learning how to be happier in life, finding more satisfaction with ourselves, is what we're really in search of. Money will never give us that. Only being happy with who we are will you ever be happy. And you got to be happy with who you are, because you are, you're made up of 4 living elements, for one thing. So you've got 4 different mindsets in your whole system. But if you can master the 4 elements that are in you, your mind, your body, your soul, and your spirit, you become that 5th element. Now, if I draw card number 5, I am going to just freak out. So, but yeah, so that's mastering the 4 elements that are within you. Then you automatically become the 5th element. What are the 4 elements? It's mastering your mind, which brings calmness to your soul. Mastering your spirit, which is your anger and ferocity, which helps you to calm and tame the waters. It's basically temperance, watching over yourself. It's just tempering. Yes, we're going to make mistakes. Oh, hell yeah, we will. But that's okay. We forgive ourselves for it, because all we can do is the best we can do. And we can't ask no more than that from ourselves. Ace of Earth. It's a gift. You master your 4 elements. You become a child of God again. You become a child of the earth, the star Look at her little star ass. Your inner child is God's baby. It's your baby. It's up to you to bring this out of you by loving it out of yourself. Yeah, that's the message. How does your love grow? And the more your love grows for you, the more your love will grow for those around you. I'm talking about true love, compassion, understanding, even against those, who have hurt you. You become kind of like invincible eventually because you have so much love and respect for yourself, nothing sticks. It can't stick. If it can't stick, then there's no owie. It just kind of, you just dodge all that crap. And you do that by loving yourself and being kind and gentle with yourself. And then really nobody can tear you down after that because you become your own guardian. You protect this by speaking your truth to people and calling them out on what they're doing. Because that's what little children do, don't they? They speak out sometimes at the most craziest times and they say the most craziest things. That's because they're real, they're authentic. They're literally getting downloads from heaven, from spirit world, which is, I say heaven, let's just call the collective consciousness or the different levels of consciousness that we can attain as human people. The higher up we go, the more it feels like we're living in heaven. Paradise in heaven is about joy and family and camaraderie and getting along with each other, learning to understand each other, forgiving each other, helping each other heal, right? That's what family, and the whole world, we are all family. We are all family. It don't matter what creed, what color, what nation, we are all family. Three of water. Love makes a family. I love this card. I'm so happy it come out again because we are definitely talking about family. This is Three of Hearts. This is a wolf, a rabbit, and a moon child. And so these people are not blood. We know that. They are not even the same species. This is like putting aliens from different worlds into one household and them loving each other so much that, it doesn't matter, that they all see each other in a way that's full of love. The wolf has his arm wrapped around a rabbit, but probably can't look at it because a wolf's natural tendency would be to want to bite it. So the wolf looks the other way, like avoids that feeling or that thought and holds on to the moon child. I'm not sure the moon is about feelings, so he has a lot of feelings for that rabbit. And that just goes to prove that blood doesn't make a family. Blood doesn't make a family. A family comes together through love. We're a family. I love you guys. You guys feel like family to me. Yeah, you're my little family here of three. Well, I have two dogs, Daisy and Daffy. So I have 5 people, but you guys are my extended family. And I really feel that way. I really love and care for you guys. And that's what family is all about. I might not see you guys or be able to, look at you because there are obstacles in the way, which are like we're not hanging out together in personal form, but I still love you guys. And through the moon and the reflection of the moon, you guys can feel that love. That's what reflection is all about. Sending it out there to feel it. So you guys are going to begin to be feeling it, which is what that is. Water is all about feelings, and that's one of your elements. and it's alive. And you know it's alive because you can feel it. You know, octopuses don't look like fishes. That doesn't mean an octopus isn't an octopus. It has all those tentacles that are feelers. You know, we have tentacles that come out that are feelers too. We don't see them, but we have energy that comes out of us and feels its way around. We might not know this, but it still exists. It's an extension of our aura, right? We talk about auras. Our aura can feel things that are going on in the outside world. So we know when people like us, we know when people don't. The best thing to do, though, is not to worry about whether anybody likes you or not, because that's their choice, not yours. It has nothing to do with you, and it's really none of your business. That's what I've been telling myself for a long time. If they like me, they like me. I love them and like them back. If they don't like me, it's none of my business. Right? And we have 7 of fire here. It's courage facing fear. Face your fears. The things that scare you, if you face your fears and just take one step in that direction at a time, you will get braver and braver and braver until you will become eventually, after you go through your spiritual training and call upon the power of heaven and earth, the Holy Spirit, to help you through your training, your fear will go away. And another thing I want to talk to you about fear is getting grounded. You know, imagination, your pineal gland, you close your eyes and you see roots growing out of your feet into the earth. And this is a wonderful way to stabilize your energy because you're literally connecting to the best grounding force you could, which is Mother Earth. Yes, you can walk out and put your feet on the earth and rub it around in the grass. And let me tell you something, if you believe in spiritual energy, then you know you can send your spiritual energy into the earth like roots and ground into a metaphysical way. And it will strengthen you and give you the courage you need. Courage facing fear. And this is what we all want. We all want to be strong and have courage facing fear. This is Aries. This is fire. And Aries is all about fire. And Sagittarius too, which is all about journeys, which is all about facing fear, which is all about the Fool. When you take a new journey, you have to be willing for the ups and downs because that's how you grow. Through your feelings, your thoughts. You got to be willing to fail. You got to be willing to be scared. You got to be willing to push through the anxiety. And you come out on the other side that much braver, that much more together, that much more healed. You face your biggest fears with strength and courage and faith and hope. Don't forget to pray and ask the Creator or universe to be with you, because universe creator will be. The Creator will walk with you step by step, will never abandon you, and always come to you, no matter what you've been through. If you ask, just watch for the signs and synchronicities, because that's what God's for. Okay. So, this is about getting back to your inner child, teaching your children the love and the family, and that differences is okay. We can all be different, but we can all still love each other. We can all be different, but we can all still love each other and learn how to get along with one another. And one thing we have to do is strengthen ourselves and thicken our skin and become stronger mentally, physically, spiritually, bodily. And this helps us to deal with life even better, because life is tough. In my garden, I go out and dig around the roots and the stuff of my plants once or twice a month. And you see, this is why you want to ground at least once or twice a week. The more you get grounded in the earth, the more solid and the more you will grow, and the more fearless and less anxiety that you'll have. Priestessing the planet. Mother Earth speaking to you through my voice. Mother Earth letting you know she's there for you. Priestessing the planet. Get grounded into the Mother Earth. She is waiting. You see the power that you will obtain when you begin grounding yourself with Mother. The planet that fortifies everything you need. Your food, your house, the wood, the gas, the metal, the gems, the diamonds, the water, the trees, the air, the rain, the volcanoes, the oceans, the fish, the animals, the livestock, the wild things, what you eat, what you wear, what you sleep with, what you every day, all day of your life evolves around Mother Earth. If you trust her for all the sustenance in your life and you use all the sustenances that she offers, then you should bless her with your energy and show her how much you trust and love her. Because she gives us everything. If it was her choice, it'd be free. We wouldn't have to do anything other than, work a few hours a day to have our survival. And it's getting to a place where the Mother Earth is insisting upon that because we're all in such a good place right now. The resources are plentiful. There's enough for everybody to go around. There's enough homes for everybody to live in. And if there isn't, there's enough resources to build them and then begin to teach birth control so that, we monitor our families for a couple generations to make sure we make room for Mother Nature, right? That's the dream. Because we got to think of more than just ourselves. We have to think of the future generations that are coming, after us. And we got to look at the generations behind us and what all is going on and how we need to change things. Because the resources of the earth belong to the children of men. And it's our job to monitor and make sure that these resources are adequately outsourced so that everybody has what they need. No child should be born upon this planet without a home to go to. And I'm not talking about being given up for adoption or having to have abortion. I'm talking about every mother that that gets pregnant and wants the opportunity to raise that child should have a home for that child. We wouldn't have abortions anymore. And there's no reason. Again, I'm going to come to resources. Our ancestors built this world, and this world costs the rich nothing. They got it for free by taking it from the Native Americans. They wiped out the original peoples here and took it through warfare. We don't owe these people nothing. These people are, people that come over to a new land and took it from innocent people, and now our ancestors, their ancestors, the ancestors of all of us over here, our people built this world. And I don't think we should take it back through war. I think we should take it back through the Constitution. We the people are equal to everyone and everything. We the people deserve the good life of a good education, a good medical. We the people deserve to have healthy and nutritious food, what we need and as much as we can eat of it. We the people deserve to have homes that we don't have to work 12 hours a day for. We the people deserve a 4-hour workday, 4 days a week, and time to spend and bond with our families. We the people deserve these things. The gift of life, aloha. We the people is how we take back our land. This land is my land. This land is your land. You know that song. This land is my land. This land is your. No, let's see. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands. From the Redwood Forests to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Now I know the whole song because it's one of my favorite songs. And what I'm trying to say to you is our ancestors, every single one of us, our ancestors built this world. Now all they're doing is profiting off of us. It's time for us to share in the resources without having to work so hard, and to stand up for our children to have the best education money can buy without being, without having to be entitled to a good and proper education. An education where our children become scientists and great creators. And also, a time to begin working on our vows and stuff, because we don't want them to grow up and kill the world. We want to teach them how to be good people, how to love everybody, how to forgive, how to be happy. And we are looking towards expanding our intelligence to where a lot of people would have called godlike, but what it means is we've just evolved. We've picked up on new energies. We've become new people. And we will live a better life knowing this and experiencing this. It's not like, it's a slow evolution. Even them taking over here, nobody knew better. But now we're beginning to learn we don't treat people that way. We don't take things from others. We don't invade other lands. We should all be at peace. And it's a time to enjoy this planet and her resources that she has to offer. And to enjoy it with our families. And we got the sage, the water-grown sage, our families, the love of family, the love of self-development, the love of self, the love of education, the love of learning wonderful, miraculous, all-inspiring things, the passion to follow through, the ability to take the action and be able to do it and not having to be working, 8, 12 hours a day, 5, 6, 7 days a week to pay the bills and have what the family is used to. Wow, I didn't know we were going there. But I guess we did, didn't we? We sure did. Okay. Next card after the water crown sage, the gift of life. God wants to give us the gift of life. The ethers. The waters are the ethers. And the ethers, your emotions, are all about ethics, right? Think about it. Whether you've been done right or wrong depends upon what reaction you get from your emotions. So if you've been treated ethically and goodly, your emotions are happy and you get joyful. But if you've been wronged, betrayed, or treated wrong, your emotions are sad and frustrating, and vice versa. If you act wrong and do the wrong thing, your emotions will be, depressed or angry or guilty or however you want to say it. So the ethers and ethics are almost the same word. So your water is full of the ethics or ethers. And depending upon how you act and the choices you make in your life is how your emotions will affect you. If this makes sense to you guys, please give me a yell and let me know that you understand, or that you kind of understand what I'm trying to say. But I know it's to be true. Look, we have a blank card here. Unknown. It's unknown. It's unknown. This means X, the unknown. This is things that have been unknown. So, you might begin to watch from here, your emotions and see how it goes, to see if this is real. This seems to be real for me. When I'm at my best and I do the right thing for the right reasons, I'm really, really happy. And when, like when and I'm only human, when I'm not doing my best and I don't do the right things for the right reason, I get a little depressed or frustrated or angry, you know. And it's all about what we allow into our mind, because our mind will affect our emotions. We definitely must guard and put boundaries up around our thoughts. We want to make sure that our thoughts are pure, full of love. And even if we can't think of thoughts that are pure and full of love, we want to begin to meditate and instill them in us. And you can start by, I am love. I am love. I love myself. I am love. I am love. And while you're doing that, see your heart opening up. See yourself planting that seed in your heart. See that seed cracking open in your mind's eye right here, and watch it as it grows up through your throat into your mind and opens up into this beautiful flower at the top of your head. It's called, that's working in the spiritual world, taking action. It's a meditation. It was meditation for me. That's how, when I meditated, I couldn't keep my mind still. My mind was always wanting to grow things. Everywhere I went, no matter how I looked at it, I was growing things. And that's just what it was. And I meditated on it. I allowed it to be so. It actually turned into my daily spiritual cleanse, where I bring the ethers down from the highest reaches of creation, and and I bathe my chakra system in it. I use my imagination. I do it every day. Air Amazon daughter, I love that. And air priestess mother. I bring it into my imagination. Mercury, communication with other sources, other worlds, other dimensions. 8 of water. It's a mystery. See, the lunar mystery. So, you have to explore your own soul, your own feelings, and that's why you want to take the time to meditate, to take 5 minutes a day alone, talk to your crystals, or just to sit and breathe for 5 minutes. It's not easy. It's one of the hardest things I ever did in my life, but it benefits me gratefully. And I am grateful every day when I sit down to do my meditation. I look forward to it, and I do it every night before I go to sleep while I'm laying in bed. It's only 10 minutes out of my day that helps me to perform at maximum level. And I like performing at maximum level. I want to be happy. I want to be strong. I want to be capable of making the meals for my family, doing my cards, playing in my garden. I'm still here, and I want to be there till the day I die. I'm wondering if I will be like that too, and because I always know when I die, God's just going to come for me. I'm going to lay down, go to sleep, and I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to be on the other side. This is actually heaven, peace on earth, goodwill to mankind, or goodwill to life. The other side, we're invisible, not to each other, but we'll be invisible to those who are on this planet, because this is the material world. And when I pass on, my spirit soul will go back over there until the next time I decide to come back. and I will be back. I'm like Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator. I will be back, and I know that. And I want you to know, so will you too, whether you know it or not. And that's why you might want to explore your inner world to see if you have any past life memories, to see if you have a mission on this planet, to check out how you feel about that, to look into yourself and see, be a little mischievous. That's what this Gemini moon is all about. Your little child knows, your inner child knows everything, that it's totally directly connected to God. So get to your inner child, find your baby, and heal it if it needs it, and love it a whole lot. It'll take a lot of love. Give it. Give it to your inner child. Okay, I love y'all. Happy growing. I'll see you in a couple weeks. Love you. Bye bye.